Missouri's Division of Cannabis Regulation recently issued a massive recall affecting 135,000 marijuana products from CC Manufacturing LLC, NGWMO LLC, surpassing the state's previous record. Nick Ranella, CEO of Hippos Cannabis, described the recall as unprecedented, causing dispensaries to scramble in quarantining products like vapes, edibles, and pre-rolled joints. Some dispensaries are still managing last year's recall from Delta extraction, adding to their stress. The recall began on August 6th, targeting products from NGWMO LLC for being improperly tested. Products were tested too early in the process at the unprocessed stage rather than at the final product stage. 2 days later, CNC Manufacturing LLC faced a recall for failing to track products in the state's seed-to-sale system metric, raising compliance issues. Despite no reported adverse reactions, the recall affects many due to CNC's role in producing THC distillate used by various brands. The recall stretches back to last year when companies prepared for recreational sales. Although products made with CNC's distillate passed stringent tests, the state can't verify their compliance due to the tracking issues. The situation complicates stores for dispensaries like Luxury Leaf in St. Louis, but owner Adrian Scales Williams remains hopeful about the state's investigation process. The recall's impact is widespread, affecting numerous brands and the products across the state. The recall also echoes last year's Delta extraction issue, where distillate made from out-of-state hemp couldn't be tracked, leading to a legal challenge with new regulations banning intoxicating hemp products. Missouri is tightening its cannabis oversight, pushing for stricter compliance and product safety. So, I mean, this is interesting because obviously I have a company that's centered around compliance and track and trace, so maybe you guys can call me, I can help you. But the issue with this is even if your product passed testing and they can't prove where you got it from, then it's assumed that it's an adulterated product and has been commingled with something that came from an illicit source. So that's why the track and trace portion is so important, or you're going to see recalls like this continue to happen for products that are passing standard testing. They're passing for pesticides. They're passing for everything it needs to pass for. If you can't prove where it came from, then it falls out of that chain of custody in the track and trace system, and you can no longer sell that product. But I would love to see what you guys think. I'm glad that at least the product they were bringing in from maybe where they shouldn't have gotten it from is at least clean, unlike some of the operators in California and other places. So throwing it back to you guys. Short story today.
Missouri, there's another big dumpster fire going on over there right now with this. These guys.
What's the purpose of tracking where it's coming from? Is that something to do with taxing?
No, the origin is to make sure that it's all coming from within the regulated market. So when I'm in a cultivation, right, if I have, whether I have a seed or I have a clone, I'm going to track that through every step, right? And when I take my mother plants and I make more clones, I'm going to track that so that I have a proof positive of either I transferred these genetics into my facility in a compliant, licensed manner, or I created them in my facility in a compliant, licensed manner, so that I'm not just pulling at any step of the process. And here it looks like they're bringing in distillate from somewhere else and not tracking the origin of that properly. So as far as they know, I could have bought it, at your house up the street.
Mm-hmm. Or it could just be hemp-derived distillate. They're just cutting with other distillate. Right. There's a whole bunch of things that could be going on, and this happened just a little while ago with another company out in Missouri, and now it looks like it's happening again. It's trending out there. Yeah,
the track and trace steps up until it's the step that triggers taxes is when it's sent out to a retailer, sent out to another party, right? Mm-hmm. So it's the outgoing that triggers the tax liability, not the incoming of the product. So this is truly actually the one good part of track and trace that protects the consumer and makes sure there's a good chain of command from seed to sale in the system.
Interesting. Rico, Matthew, anything you want to throw in on this?
Yeah, Missouri's taking some hits right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
With a bat.
Yeah, they're still the best market though.
They feel like a broken record.
Yeah.
Grow weed in your backyard. Track and trace it to giving it away to your friends.
It's fair enough.
Trade them for some tomatoes and cucumbers.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go into this final story, you guys.